Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone?
Good morning, y'all. Today is vlog day 1, and I am here with the baby. It's my niece Kenny. Kenny, say hi.
Hi.
What did you learn in school today?
I wasn't a person.
Right. And what letters did you learn about today?
I learned about K.
Yes. Right. And what did you make with the Play-Doh?
I made worms.
You made snails.
Seals.
Yes. But I get what you mean. And you had a good day at school?
Yes.
What's your teacher's name?
Miss Hyatt.
Yes. Kenny did a great job today. And what are you working on?
I was working on making a person.
Okay. And what are we watching?
We watching Frozen. Okay, my turn.
Who knows what Christmas is all about?
No, your turn.
Everything's set up for my phone. Egypt made me a drink. I wish I could have showed y'all earlier, but it's pretty much gone. Hey guys, I am so sorry. I've just been so all over the place due to like family issues and family emergency, and I just been having a lot of things going on, but I did want to make sure that I had something uploaded at least for December, if not the only video that I'm gonna have up for this month, because I just have a lot of stuff going on and I can't really promise you guys a full video. But we're about to get into this mukbang. I had to heat up this food that I had left over from earlier. I had got this earlier for lunch because I didn't really feel like making anything or making any more dishes. So I'm gonna heat this up and then we're gonna do a little mukbang / story time. All right, y'all. Okay, so I have my pizza heated up. I'm not sure how long this is gonna let me record, but let's speed this up. It's gonna be a little mukbang. I only got one slice. Let's do a story time on the worst manager I've ever had. If you know me, then you know that I've been through a couple of jobs thus far in my young age / older age, and my big age. Well, not really my big age, but my, where I'm at now. And I can honestly say, out of all of the managers that I've ever had, I can honestly say he just tops everything off. And then I tell y'all, like, it was just really, dude. So as y'all know, if you do subscribe to me and you've been watching my videos, you know that I am a current model. Now, I still have a hard time actually telling people that I'm a model. I more so tell people that I model, not that I am a model. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, I don't know if there's a difference, but that I just see something totally different because I have a whole vision for myself and I have my own definition, I guess, of a model. Anyways, long story short, I decided to take myself serious. I told you guys this before, I don't know. But I started taking myself serious like the end of last year and the beginning of this year. And I want to say it was like my first photo shoot. My first photo shoot after like about like 2 years of not taking photos for real. And like automatically, like mad people contacting me. If you know the industry, well, not the industry, but the entertainment industry, I guess, and if you know about modeling, if you know how to do your business right and handle things, you know there's gonna be people that hit you up, especially because Instagram is a way of actually, helping and networking and stuff like that. So anyways, long story short, not only was I contacted by photographers, I was actually contacted by this guy who said he wanted to be my manager. So I thought it was a little sketchy because y'all know how it is. There's always mad fucking, oh, I know for me for sure, I'm always getting like, not only in my DMs but even in my comments about, oh, let's collab. They're looking for brand ambassadors. Even like the cartoon artwork stuff, they're very harmless, but still, you know what I mean, like that harassing type of thing. So I thought that's what he was giving. I thought he was giving yeah, I thought he was giving too much. So but then nonetheless, I'm always giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. And I actually just started researching him, and I went on his Instagram and I found a couple of models on there that was actually working with this photographer that I work with. And I also searched him up on Google because the photographer that I do work with, which is Mike, if you guys seen him in my get ready with me for my photo shoot or whatever, or come with me to my photo shoot, he always tells me to, like, he's big on Google, and that's really been helping me. It really is a big help, because once you put in somebody that's important, supposedly that's important, that's about their business, you Google them, their website gonna come up, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes up. And with this guy, I only found like a Facebook. So I literally was like stayed up for like 2 days straight searching through the internet and trying to find out something about this guy. Let me eat this pizza. I'm sorry, y'all, I really don't have a big appetite. I have like a whole bunch of slices of pizza. But long story short, sorry, I don't need to be talking while I'm eating. Long story short, he ends up contacting me. He keeps contacting me about, you know, I get on the phone with him. I'm so excited. He's naming all these big names. He's telling me, you know, you just need to sign with me, you know. And I'm asking him, how long would it usually take? Because I'm one of them people, like, I guess I'm impatient, but I'm also like the type that I overthink my thinking. So I'm always trying to do stuff 10 steps ahead. So he's telling me, okay, you need it. He was like, you know, you just need about like, give yourself about like 3 months. You're doing a 3-month contract, and if you don't get nowhere with me by the 3rd month, we can let each other go. I'm not the type of person to hold anything against you, hold grudges and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, cool. This is the cool dude. So I ended up talking to my mom about it, and I ended up contacting one of the models that worked with not only my photographer, but that was underneath his little management. So I ended up talking to her. She was mad sweet. She was just like, yeah, you know, you can contact me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to get this information out of him. And long story short, we ended up meeting up, and the first time we met up with each other, I felt a little sketchy because I just didn't know what I was getting myself into. Anytime I meet anybody off the internet, it's just very, very sketchy with me. Like, I don't know, I just be, you know, you just never know what you're going to run into. And it don't matter if they are an industry person or they have a verified check again, you know, on their shit. Like, people are really crazy. And so I was really, really, really nervous. But my mom ended up coming with me, and we ended up meeting up at this diner, talking, chatting it up. And of course, he's still naming these big names, saying he worked with this person, he worked with that person. Then that's what really kind of got me, because I'm like, hold on. First of all, he started talking about how he was like a security guard. I don't know the industry like that. I know a couple things or two, but I don't know. Excuse me, I just spit. I don't know everything. So he's talking about, you know, he was a security guard for this person, for that person. I'm like, oh, word. You know what I'm saying? I'm still thinking like, all right, but you talking about management, but you was a whole security guard. It'd be different if he was like, I don't even know, because I don't know the words, but I know there's like, you know what I mean? If you're going to be trying to manage, like, models, especially the shit that I'm into, I'm a beautiful person, I don't do the ghetto shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying anybody photos ghetto, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get, I have a whole different speed on what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? So, but of course, I ignored the red flag, because I was just like, you know, like, this is just me taking a chance. This is me planting my seed. If it don't work out with him, he said that 3 months in, we can just release each other. So I ended up signing a contract with him. This was definitely during the pandemic, so this wasn't too long ago. Literally, I told y'all that. So he had me do the signature electronically, and I want to say within like a week we started. Not even a week, yeah. Within a week, we started contacting each other, you know, all the time. And then it started becoming like, and I wouldn't say all the time, like, you know what I mean? But, like, I'm just that type of person, like, okay, you contact me and I feel like, you know, you're worth contacting, then we're going to contact each other. But he just started, you know what I mean, like, texting me every single day. And he ended up, what else did he do? He was asking me to, you know, he was asking for my dreams and aspirations and stuff. Like, he was sounding like a real cool dude, y'all. Like, a real cool dude. It was, like, so good. It was just, like, you was kind of just reading past them red flags. And I'm not really good with red flags because, bitch, I'll be like, all right, well, fuck it. You can't just, you know, whatever. Anyway, so it got to a point where he was just like, you know, I can't go to sleep without hearing your voice. And mind you, this is a grown-ass man, about in his, like, 40s, late 40s. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, you know, I can't go to sleep without hearing your voice, and this, that, and third. Mind you, I told y'all I'm really nice, so I'm on the phone. You know, we're talking to each other, and I'm making sure he's straight. Mind you, this is a grown man, like, you know, but I can't judge because there's grown-ass women that, you know, get some type of get some type of like advice from me. I might be young and all, but like, you know what I'm saying, it just take one person to repeat what might have been said to you by your mom or your grandmother or your best friend or somebody else that's not of that age. You know, that was what type of time I was on, and he was just not on that, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all, it just started getting real weird. So I had like literally started putting my foot down, and like I said, I'm really close to my photographer, so I was texting him and I was telling him, mind you, me and him are going through, because at this point, not for real, because can't nobody really break our bond besides us. But you know, my manager, he decided he was going to start talking about my photographer to me, and like how, you know, it was just a whole bunch of just nonsense. And it was just mad weird, y'all. It was just mad weird. And then it got to a point, because I told him, I was like, listen, like, you know, like, I don't know what you're on, but listen, I don't want no boyfriend, no man, nothing like that. I wasn't trying to come at him like he was trying to be my man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just used to a person just being like straightforward, like, listen, I'm trying to wife you up, you know what I'm saying? But mind you, was not saying none of that. Mind you, I'm telling him this stuff like every other day now, because I'm just starting to feel like it's getting out of pocket. And every single time he would tell me, you know, I'm just the manager, I'm just your manager, I thought we were friends, this and the third, you know what I'm saying? I told him, I even ended up telling him stop talking about my photographer to me, because I just feel uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, the manager found me off of my photographer's page, so I was just like, this is just weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is your resource, kind of. You're kind of putting a bad little rep on yourself, especially because you're just starting up. Mind y'all, he was just starting up. He didn't have a lot. Like, he had models and stuff, but he didn't have nothing set in stone. For him to have all those models, one, if you're starting up, you shouldn't have. Like I said, I don't know, but it just did not sit right with me that he just started. He didn't have really like nothing set out for everybody besides like the high end client that he had. So after that, he kind of got in his feelings, and I texted him. I was just like, you know, like, listen, you're my manager. I don't want you to feel no type of way. Yes, I did have to come at you about my photographer, but, you know, it is what it is. I talked to him, too, and I think that we should all just come together. I have my ideas, y'all's ideas, and we just gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason. It's not like y'all have to real life contact each other. You know what I'm saying? This is just strictly business. But he, you know, they both was just stuck in it. That's besides the point. I know after that, I know he started talking about paying for my phone bill and how I didn't tell him about my dreams. Like, I want to move to Cali. And he was like, oh, I'm going to move to Cali or Atlanta in like 2 months. And I want you to stay with me. I want you to take care of you, Maya. Like, I really care about you. I want to see you win. This and the third. It sounds real good, but I'm telling y'all, like, he was just on some weird shit. Like, it would have been real cool, like, if he wasn't on that type time. If he was just real chill and just, you know. But it's kind of hard to find people like that. Not even just in the industry, but people in general, boyfriend-wise, all that wise. Because people just don't know when too far is far enough. And, so, long story short, I don't even remember how it really ended. I just know that, and I'll probably make a part 2 to this because I know I'm missing mad stuff, but I just know we ended up, my last photo shoot he had set up, and I mind y'all, I did not ask him to pay for nothing. I didn't ask to pay for the photo shoot, studio time. I didn't ask him to pay for my clothes, my makeup, none of that. But I mean, shit, if you want to pay for it, then you want to pay for it. Mind you, you're my manager, so that's a super, like, you got it. I you know, try to go back and forth with him a little bit, but there's only so much that you can do. So he was down to do that, and I was really uncomfortable about that, y'all, because I'm just one of them type of females. Like, I like to take care of myself. I don't want anybody feeling like they did anything for me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's a bad thing, that people are doing anything for you. But when it comes down to stuff like that, like my dreams and my aspirations, it's a difference between taking me to photo shoots and making sure I'm there to meet a designer or something like that. Or, like, you know, mentally, you know, supporting me. But then there's, like, you're paying for everything. I'm talking studio time, transportation. He's talking about paying my phone bill. He's talking about, you know, all this different stuff. And it just didn't work out. And I ended up just, like, distancing myself. And it made me sad because I was just like, damn, okay, it's about to be a 3-month mark. I didn't, you know, I started working too, and I was actually working at a meat chop place, and I wasn't cutting up the meat. I was actually cooking, but that's besides the point. And he just had a heart attack about it, like, you're a model, you shouldn't be working in an environment like that, this and the third. And I'm like, yo, dude, like, money gotta keep coming in, okay? So I don't know what the hell you're mad about. And that's what I mean, like, you were just overstepping boundaries for somebody that wasn't paying me not a dime. Somebody that, you know, let my phone bill go without getting paid. Because I paid my phone bill, but did you pay for my phone bill? No, you didn't. And that's why I'm working. And so I ended up not ghosting him, but, you know, distancing myself from him. And I noticed that he wasn't posting me on his page as often. Mind you, he's supposed to be my manager. He's posting all these other models and stuff. And I also see other models that I was, now I don't want to say cool with, but there was other models that, like, I definitely had my eye on. Like, damn, I can't wait to see her win. You know what I'm saying? And they fell off his little wagon too, and it just made me look at things totally different. So I ended up texting him. I'm just like, you know, like, you know, what's good or whatever. And he ended up just telling me, you know, I just don't think this is gonna work out. Or I ended up telling him, like, you know, I don't think this is gonna work out, because we both ended up saying it's just not gonna work out, because we just have 2 different goals in mind, 2 different things going for ourselves. Like, you're worried about 20 other different people, plus I want to say, like, I don't know what type of list celebrity she is. I don't want to say she's the A-list celebrity. I don't know. I don't really know her like that, but she's up there, you know what I'm saying? Her mom has a big name. But for you to be working with her and other people, it just was not going to work out for me. I just did not like the idea of not having somebody personally there for me. I'm always like that. It don't matter if you're a relative, relationship, friendship. Like, I'm just one of them type of people. But yeah, and we just ended up just letting each other go. And recently he had unfollowed me and stuff, and I ended up messaging him like, hey, I know you not fucking me right now, there's no beef or whatever, I hope you're doing well or whatever, but since you don't follow me and really fuck with me like that, do you mind, I'm supposed to be eating, do you mind taking my pictures down? You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm not even that petty, but I just don't, if you don't fuck with me and you're running a business, and it's not even like it's a clothing brand, it's more so like these are supposed to be the people that you're helping out. Yeah, it's Instagram, you don't care about posting whatever, you just want all your pictures to be out there, but you're misleading a lot of people. And I also noticed, like, dude, like, anytime that you stop working with somebody, you end up deleting their pictures. Why haven't you deleted mine? And most of them fucking pictures, I felt like I looked a mess. I'm like, just delete them shits. And he ended up reading it and replying back like 2 days later, talking about, hey, I wanted to call you and not call you, I want to talk and, you know, work things out. Because I told him, I was like, hopefully we can make up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you're gonna be my manager again, but I don't want no bad blood between anybody. I can't say this man has literally did stuff for me that no guy that I've ever dated has ever done. More than my dad has ever done. So, like, you know, I do have a certain amount of respect for him, but I just didn't respond back. I just didn't have the time. Not the time. I just didn't want to reply back, because I'm like, at this point, you just took like 2 days to respond back to me, so it is what it is. But that's my story time, y'all. This just look nasty. That's my story time, and it was real crazy. I just want to put an FYI out there for the young ladies, or anybody in that matter, that's going into the modeling industry, because that's all I really know for real. Please be careful who you invite into your circle. I know people talk about friends and stuff like that, but let's talk about the people like me that I only keep around family. You know what I'm saying? I was keeping around a couple people from here and there and stuff like that. Manager included it, my photographer and stuff. You gotta make sure you're around people that want to see you win. And ain't nothing wrong with putting yourself first. If you see so many, after a while, after seeing somebody's true colors, it's like, it's time to wrap this shit up. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's nothing wrong with failing and getting yourself back up again, you know? But yeah, I gotta call my sister, y'all. I gotta make sure my sister's alright. I'm just been thinking about my sister this whole time. So I'm gonna get off of here. My mind is just so all over the place. I'm surprised I made this video, but I just needed to get this stuff up. Pray for your girl. If you guys have anything nice to say, you guys can comment. You guys can like the video, share it if you want to, subscribe, and I'll get back to y'all another time. I'm so sorry, like, this really wasn't very much, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna finish eating my pizza and relaxing and call my sister, and I will see y'all later. All right.